Hello and good evening, beautiful people. Welcome back to Spill the Tea Lou. Yes, we had our watch along earlier today. Manchester United victorious, thank bejesus. It was an emotional roller coaster. It was an absolute emotional roller coaster. We are back. The 3 p.m. games are over and they finished up. Brentford 2, Crystal Palace 2, Everton 1, Sunderland 3. Leeds 1, Brighton 0, Wolves 1, Fulham 1. And you will notice we have the lineups for Newcastle versus West Ham on the screen. Number one thing of note, I think, for me is Wilson. Wilson is starting. It is not Tati Castellanos, who normally starts up front for West Ham. It is, in fact, Wilson. Wilson starting up top for West Ham. Voltamada is starting in behind Willisula based on the lineup, kind of the way they have it on the screen. But so I think that's probably the first thing of note for me. Callum Wilson is starting. That is going to be interesting. What else stands out to you guys from the lineups? And I'll say hello to you all. Dibs is in the house. Hello. Damien is here. J-Muse is here. And his chats are going into the chat. Victory for the teacups. Guess is here. So she is saying hello to everybody, but she's getting some dinner. She's getting her strength up for this watch along. Shem is in the house. Of course, our very own lovely Shem has a very vested interest in this and will be cheering on Newcastle today. Did I say Stuart? I think I said Stuart. Stuart's here, though, in case I didn't say it. I've said Dibs. Aftab is back with us after his, he needed to pop out this afternoon. He's back. Bonkers is in the house. Hello, our Bonkers. Who else? I think, have I said hello to everybody? I hope I didn't miss anyone. If I have missed you, please tell me and I will shout you out. But I think I've got everyone. Damien Aftab, we're here good and early. Damien was watching the Leeds match. He said Baleba's performance was meh and the goal was scored by Dominic Calvert-Lewin. I watched the Wolves match at lunchtime. Oh, Patrick, yes. Patrick is here. Patrick sent in a chat just at the end of the last stream. A very generous super chat. So shout out to Patrick. I want to say massive thank you to Patrick because I had already hit end stream. So by the time Patrick's comment had come through, the stream had ended, but he had sent it in as a super chat. So I actually want to make sure I shout that out. So Patrick put this one in earlier and it was about obviously Man United because that was the stream we were on at the time. And Patrick said, a huge worry for me is that we Man United, play counter-attack under Carrick and yet we've only kept 4 clean sheets and conceding 2 in 7 games with him in charge. Badly needs fixing. And I agree, Patrick, because the idea of counter-attack football is that you sit in and defend and then you counter attack. So you're primarily defending. So if we're primarily defending in order to play counter attack football, 4 clean sheets isn't particularly good if we're concentrating on defense. So I agree with that very much, Patrick. But I wanted to make sure I put that out there because I appreciate obviously appreciate everybody, but when people are spending their money to put in super chats and super stickers, I want to make sure I'm giving them their flowers. And obviously if I go ahead and end the stream after they've put one in, it's a little bit rude of me. So I wanted to shout that out. So thank you very much, Patrick. I appreciate you, but no, don't you worry at all, Patrick. It was just the way, because when I do it, there's a delay from when I do it in the back end when you guys see it. I think it's probably a couple of, I don't know, I think it's under a minute. I think it's like 30 seconds or something. So sometimes when what you're seeing has already happened. So by the time you're chatting about it, I'd already ended it. But I wanted to make sure I shouted it out because I do appreciate it. And it was a really good point as well. Really good point. So I'm glad you come in so I could shout that out. But yeah, it's all working today. Stuart says we need to sort out the midfield. Yes, we do. Damien says Van Hecken and Verbruggen mistakes led to the Leeds goal. Verbruggen is not a very good goalkeeper. He makes a lot of mistakes. And we were linked to him before, which makes me a little bit very glad that we got that we got. Right, we've started and I never even counted you in. We've kicked off. We've kicked off. Right, let me count it in. Okay, so we've got 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay, guys, that is us. We're locked in. Hopefully, you've been able to sync up with that. Hopefully, I counted long enough for you. They were off to a fast start. They started without me. Hello to Jay. Nice to see you. Jay Red is here and Jay Muse. We've got the two Jays. Not the Blue Jays, we've got the two Jays in the house. Hello to Huge, who's back with us. And shout out to Stuart. Now, Stuart, I have not organised myself. Stuart has sent us ice cream. It's pink, so it's not chocolate hazelnut like guesses, but maybe it's a nice strawberry ice cream from Stuart. Thank you very much, my dear. Newcastle are on the attack. It looked like Voltamada cut out Newcastle's own attack. That's why I paused for a moment. He was trying to get the ball, obviously, in turn, but the way his legs stuck out, he kind of cut out Newcastle's own attack accidentally. Unfortunate, unfortunate. Um, all boxed up. Where were you when the 2026 Super Sticker final was played? The final of the year. It was the final of the year. It absolutely was the final of the year. And yes, oh my God, you're way ahead of me. You're way ahead of me. You're like lightning out there. To be fair, I'm slightly behind the normal time. And when I'm transmitting, it's behind again. So when I'm saying this right now, you're not going to see it for 10 or 20 seconds. So I'm actually only about 20 to 30 seconds behind, but because the stream then is behind from YouTube kind of radiating it out to you. So that's a long old while, but I appreciate it, Dibs. Thank you. And Aftab was glad to be a part of the sticker final. Newcastle are attacking. It's a bright start from both sides here. Wan-Bissaka's won it back for West Ham. It's with Jared Bowen. Bright start from both. Oh, we love it. We're only 2 minutes in, and there's tackles and attacks all over the place. I love it. We're in for a good one, guys. And yes, get your score in, boys and girls. Oh, I don't know. I have recently decided I would like West Ham to be relegated because I want us to buy Mavropanos. There's no links whatsoever. Maybe we wouldn't go for him. Maybe he wouldn't come, but I would like him. And I feel like there's a better chance if West Ham get relegated. Therefore, in my imaginary land, oh, there was a cross in from Wan-Bissaka, but it was headed away and then headed back in. And it's a goal kick. It's a goal kick. For Newcastle. Sorry, I should probably tell you what team was the goal kick. Yes, end to end, right from the off. But yeah, score predictions is a hard one because whilst I have now decided that I would like West Ham to be relegated, I feel like they're going to give Newcastle a good game here today. We could end up with a 2-2. And I was right earlier. I said we'd have a lot of goals in the Man United match, and we did have a lot of goals in the Man United match. This game has that sort of a feel about it. Sula has elbowed Mavropanos out of the way. The foul wasn't given. Newcastle's attack continues. Trippier puts it in. Oh. But he doesn't get, nobody gets on the end of it. It's out with Wan-Bissaka. Jared, no, that's not Jared Bowen because that's Jared Bowen. So who's that one? Oh, that's Souček. Souček. It's gone out for a throw now. My voice is breaking. That's because I'm turning. That's my fault. Is that better now? It's because it's the way the mic is. It's one of those sound mics. So that's my fault. Thank you very much to Jay. Jay getting in a super chat. Thank you very much, my dear. Thank you, thank you. Rob's with us. He has escaped the family event to join the football. Welcome back to Rob. He's made it. But yeah, thank you very much for that. I do appreciate it so much. This is a lively old start. We're picking some good ones, people. We're picking some good ones. Maybe it's us. Maybe it's the teacups. We're bringing the energy to these matches. But yeah, earlier on, we had a lot of goals. I think we're going to have more goals in this one. Dibs is querying Shem's nerves for the greater good and for the team. JT predicted 1-0. 1-0 to West Ham, you predicted. I reckon we're for goals here. I reckon we're maybe a 2-2, maybe a 2-1. I think 2-2. It's gone forward again for Newcastle. It's with was with Harvey Barnes, but it's not anymore. It's moved on. It's moved on fast. It's with Bruno G. And as you can see, when I wrote out my list of players, I haven't listed him as Gimmerite. I've listed him as Bruno G because that's what we call him. That's the fun of typing it yourself, really. Shem's nerves are all over the place. Guys, if it is cutting in and out like that, let me know because it is just the mic. It's when I'm turning my head, I'm not taking it with me. But if it's cutting out really badly, let me know and I'll try and be a bit more careful. I'll try not to move my head so much. The ball's got in. It's been kicked back out by Mavropanos. Mavropanos has sent it out for a throw to Newcastle. Good defending. Asula has removed his little plaits. He's gone au natural today. That's why I didn't recognise his wee head. I was like, Asula? That doesn't look like Asula, but it's because he's changed his hair again. I can't keep up with him. JT is 1 out of 6 on his predictions this week. So let's not go with JT then. Let's not go with JT. Let me see. There we are. But this has been a lively start, guys. I was tired after that watch along earlier. We had a lot going on. There was a lot of emotions. This is going to be a little bit calmer, not on the match, but from me. I'm not going to be as emotionally invested, so I'm not going to shout at anyone now in this one. Poor Don Hassam. He was in the fraud bin for all of 5 minutes, wasn't he? God love him. He only came in for 2 minutes. Let me see. Dibs is saying, I'm sure the Hammers fans are the same. I'd well believe it. Aftab says, I got my prediction right. I said United will score 3 goals and United scored 3 goals. You did. I think you said 3-1, didn't you? I think you might have said 3-1. So yeah, you got half of it right. The good half. You got the important half right. You got the 3 goals for United right. Don't you worry. I will be rested out. I'll be resting later on after this. I'll be having a good rest. They're fun though. I like these watch-alongs. They're addictive. They really are good fun. Jay reckons 2-1 to West Ham. Jay reckons 2-1. I could see that. I could see it either way. I could see Newcastle winning. I could see West Ham winning. I could see a draw. But I'm glad we're off to a lively start. We're going forward here. West Ham. I say we. West Ham is going forward. Is that a second football on the pitch? It's not anymore. I think it was, though. It's gone out of play. It's going to be a throw to Newcastle deep in their own half. It did when they ran past there. It looked like there was 2 footballs on the pitch for a little minute. Rob reckons 2-1 to the Toon. Rob reckons 2-1 to the Toon. Oh, Aftab, yes. Aftab has given us, never mind who's top on the pitch, who's top in the chat. Aftab has let us know Jay Muse is number 1, Stuart is 2nd, and Aftab is 3rd in the Purple Crown pursuit. And Jay, get the likes up. Get the likes up is just right. Thank you, David. I wasn't sure if it was my eyesight. I was like, if I imagine that, is it a balloon or something? It was a second football. Thank you. I'm not insane. I mean, I am insane, but not with that. Stuart reckons 5-0 to West Ham. JT, if you can't get the ball off your opponent, just bring your own ball. I mean, that's one way to do it. Possession is back with Newcastle. Bruno G sends it across to Tonali. Lewis Hall back to Tonali. Got Bruno G again. Newcastle just passed it around a little bit, trying to slow the tempo, but get a little bit more control because it was very end to end. Gone through. Is that Voltemada? Voltemada had chased it. And then I think it was Mavropanos put it out for a corner. The tash that Voltemada has going on, bless him. He needs to shave that. I'm not a fan of the tash. Maybe that's what's brought him all this bad luck, the bad tash. Aftab reckons 2-1 to Newcastle. I'm gonna go with a draw. I'm saying 2-2, but I could be wrong here. I see goals though. Oh, so the corner was cut back. Bruno G, I think it was, took the shot. It's with the West Ham keeper. Who is the West Ham keeper? Hermanson. Oh yes. He can be a wee bit bogey sometimes, Hermanson. I've seen him make some mistakes. I mean, everybody makes mistakes, but I mean, I've seen him make some bad mistakes this season. Suchek going forward puts it out to Wan-Bissaka, who puts a very good ball into the box, but there's absolutely nobody. There's only Somerville in the middle, and he didn't get to it. There wasn't enough bodies in the box there for West Ham. Bruno, my statue in front of New Trafford. When is it? Tash is part of the German heritage, says JT. When I was young, oh, we're going forward. Asuna is going forward, but there was three West Ham players in front of him. He hits it off the back of them. He hits it off the back of them. It's gone out of play. That was nearly a very good run from Asula. Mavropanos distracts him, but then he gets round him. Who does that get back? Is it Disasi that gets back? I think it's Disasi gets back. Oh, the ball did hit Suchek's hand in the box. That looked on purpose to me. VAR's having a look at this. I think this is a penalty, lads. He sticks his arm out. I think this could be a penalty, guys. They're checking for a penalty. No penalty, VAR says. No penalty. That could have been given. He sticks his arm out. Like they're wrestling and then he sticks his arm out. It's a bit weird from Suchek. It wasn't given though, so we move on. Corner's been taken. Somerville tried to break, but he was cut out. Wilson tried to break and it was cut out again. Newcastle have turned over the ball. They're in the box, the 8-yard box. It's defended by Mavropanos. Voltamata nearly got it on the edge. Was that a foul? No. Voltamata still got it. And is that Hall? Tonali. Back to Hall. I think that's Hall with the blonde head. Ramsey puts it forward. Hall puts it in. It's defended. I think there's Wan-Bissaka. Tonali. It's going to be a corner. It's going to be a corner. Tonali has won the corner. So yes, the penalty wasn't given for the handball. I'll be honest. I think it probably should have been. And as you know, guys, I was very mixed when it was United. I was very mixed. But I mean, he stuck his arm out. To me, that's a handball. But yeah, I have to say, I thought it was a penalty, if I'm honest, but it wasn't given. For me, they were fighting, they were wrestling, but then he goes like this. He moved his body towards the ball. So to me, it should have been a penalty. But look, it wasn't given. Yeah, he sticks his hand out. He's grabbing Harvey Barnes, right? So he has a hold of Harvey Barnes' shirt. The ball comes towards him. He lets go of Harvey Barnes and sticks his arm out. Gibbs says, seen it from the other angle now. For me, that's a pen. VAR said that the contact from Barnes pushes his arm into the ball. Didn't look. No, because he was grabbing. He had a hold of Harvey Barnes' shirt and then let go of it to move his arm. To me, that's the penalty. To me, that's the penalty. Jay, please don't put spoilers in the chat. If I haven't called it out, please don't put it in the chat because I haven't seen that yet. So you've gone way, way, way ahead of me. That's why I counted in the timer so you guys can go in sync with me. So please don't put spoilers in the chat. Not to worry, Jay. This is probably your first watch along, isn't it? I think this is your first watch along joining us. I'm going to see it now, but obviously you won't get my live reaction. So Volta is the one that scores, and it's a very good goal. But no, I know, Jay, this is probably your first watch along joining us, so you won't have known. But because of the way I've had to hook this up, I'm a little behind you guys, so just try not to put it in the chat until I call it out. So it's 1-0 to Newcastle, guys. Voltamada has scored. And it was a very good goal. It was a very good goal. He probably needed that, you know. And when I say probably, I mean definitely. So it was the Hermansen sent it out, but the ball was to nobody. Yeah. Like Harvey Barnes picks it up from the goalkeeper kicking it out. So Hermansen kicks it out for West Ham. He doesn't really kick it to anyone. Harvey Barnes picks it up from the goalkeeper's kick out. He crosses it into Nick Voltamada, who kicks it in. Very good. Very good. The inside of his foot. Yeah, complete blunder. I agree, JT. Absolute blunder. Um, Bad mistake. Really bad mistake, but also bad defending because he was nearly at the halfway line when he picked up the ball, Harvey Barnes. Nobody closed him down, nobody cut it out, nobody prevented the cross. So yes, it was a mistake from Hermansen where he kicked it out, but it was really bad defending because nobody on that side picked up Harvey Barnes at all. Yeah, poor poor distribution, definitely, but poor defending because how did Harvey Barnes get from the halfway line to putting in a cross to Nick Voltamada, also unmarked, and it just goes in? Do you know what I mean? Yes, mistake by the keeper, but bad defending as well. But look, Newcastle will be happy. Voltamada needed the goal. Voltamada needed that goal. And it was, you're right, Jay. It was a good goal. It was struck well because it was in the air and he's hit it with the inside of his foot in the air. It was a hard goal to take and he's got it in the back of the net. Do you know what I mean? So Harvey Barnes does well with the cross and Voltamada does well to get it in the net. But poor from West Ham. Shem's delighted. Shem's over the moon. Newcastle are going forward again. And they have it out on that right wing again now. So they've seen they can get in there. It was cut out this time. Cut out this time. But now Newcastle know there's a weakness over on that right wing. Thank you, Jebs. Not wrong. Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah, they are all over them. It was quite even for the first sort of 5 minutes or so, 5 to 10 minutes. But the last sort of 6 or 7 minutes has been Newcastle have been starting to take control. Starting to take control. Mavropanos is saving West Ham again. Again, Mavropanos saved him. Let me see. Sorry, guys. I'm trying to get your Oh, Bruno, petition to replace Gary Neville with Lou in the Sky Sports match commentary box. Well, at least I wouldn't be biased against my own club. I can't have him. I can't have him. He goes so far to not be biased that he's biased against us. I absolutely can't have Gary Neville on the comms. Not a bit. Harold! Oh! Oh! Brilliant! 2-0 to Newcastle. Will Asula with a fantastic one. Fantastic strike. 2-0. 2-0 Newcastle. Very good. Very, very, very good. Oh dear. I said there'd be goals. I thought they'd be more evenly dispersed, but apparently not. We could be, I said 2-2. Maybe it's going to be 4-0 the rate we're going. Oh, we're 19 and a half minutes in. I'm on 19 and 30. And, oh, what a goal. But you know what? It comes down the right wing again, and then it's put through to Osula and a fantastic run. but they've gone down the right-hand side again. Well done. It's a great goal. Great goal. Keeper nowhere near it. Nowhere near it. But Willis Sula has been fantastic. Fantastic. He's doing a bit of the Michael Jackson. Oh, that's why he has the white glove on. He's doing a bit of the Michael Jackson, so he is. Um, I'll tell you what, though, it's not looking too good for West Ham. Bowen tried to get them forward. It's out for there's our Flossie. Away the lads. People can't actually be leaving already. You have to be joking. There's actually we're 20 minutes in and there's Newcastle or not, there's West Ham fans leaving the grounds 20 minutes in. That's a laugh. Jared Bowen's about to take a corner here for West Ham. The keeper's telling these lot, Souček and Botman, to cop themselves on. That's a joke. That's a joke. There's actually fans leaving the ground at 21 minutes in. That's actually disgrace. That's more embarrassing than me and 2-0 down. The ball comes in. Newcastle clear it. It's hoofed forward by Newcastle. Hoofed forward. Wan-Bissaka needs to do something. Oh, they were running there, but Hermansen kicks it forward again for West Ham. Jared got it. He's into Souček, who's lost it. Tonali's got it back off Souček. Souček's not having a good game. Souček's not having a good game at all. It's back with West Ham's back line now. West Ham's back line are on the halfway line. Bowen to Wan-Bissaka, who runs into trouble. He's got it through to Souček. He's got it through to Souček, who tries to put a cross in, but Fernandez ran forward to try and strike it. Foul. Let me see. Sorry, guys, I'm not reading any of your chats at all. I'm really sorry. This is very interesting. The relegation shakes. Where like JT? The relegation shakes. Damien is saying it's too easy for Newcastle. After I was saying West Ham are collapsing. He's back again. Get his back to a friend. He's back. Yeah, we love it. We love it. Harold. I thought the last two games were played at the same day. I was so surprised seeing it spread over 4 days. I haven't looked actually, Harold. I'll be honest. I haven't looked. So thank you for informing me because I didn't know that. I didn't know what was happening today until I checked yesterday. Newcastle are going forward again. Newcastle own the right wing. Newcastle own the right wing. Hello, our Stu. Yeah. Oh, I was nearly crying earlier, Stu. I did a watch along for our match. I was nearly crying at the end of it. I was getting very emotional when he was subbed off. Very emotional. It's through again, Voldemada. West Ham have managed to defend that attack. Todibo sends it out for a corner to Newcastle. Terrible stat, points dropped from winning positions. Newcastle are the worst for it. No comment? I'm saying none. Saying none. The last day. I don't know. I literally haven't checked. Hello, our Sam. Sam is back with us. Hey, living legend. Flossie will be happy with the first 25 minutes. So far, some good football. Flossie was in here celebrating. Guys, Flossie is not as active in the chat. Flossie is doing a watch along, not on her channel. But Flossie's doing a little watch along elsewhere, which is why she's dipping in and out. But she'll be very pleased. She'll be very pleased. Let me see. Everybody said hi, hi, hi. Yeah, Dibs. West Ham look like they're ready to make a change. There was somebody there strapping up on the edge of the pitch. I didn't see who it was. I did see that they have somebody strapping up over there. No hoodoo, no, I want West Ham to go down. I have decided I want Mavropanos, and that is it. Therefore, they must go down now. I decided 3 matches ago they must go down. And we're attacking again down the right-hand side, into the box. Too far, too much on it. Wan-Bissaka picks it up on the other side of the box. What minute am I on? Okay, I'm on 25 minutes and 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Let me know if you need me to do it again, guys. Let me know if you need me to do it again. Tati Castellanos is coming on for Todibo. So they've gone from 3 at the back to 4 at the back. That has to be the only way that works. So they've gone from 3 at the back to 4 at the back. They've taken Todibo off, and Tati Castellanos and Wilson are now both on the pitch. But do you know what? That might make a difference. I was very surprised not to see Castellanos start. Very surprised. Yeah, 4 at the back now. 4 at the back now. My thing is, do you know what? I know it's a very early sub, but what's the point? See this thing of, oh, wait till halftime to make the sub. No, he's tried something. It hasn't worked. It's not working. Don't let it get worse. Don't let it get to 3 or 4 goals in the first half. It's not working. Make the change as soon as you see the problem. I think, do you know what? He's right. Pat on the back for Nuno making the change. It wasn't working. He's made the change. That's what he should do. Castellanos is on the pitch about a minute and he's starting riots. He's the referee is basically telling him that you're literally just on the pitch. Will you sort yourself out? The ref You can see the referee. The referee's like, "Are you for real? You're literally only on the pitch. Come on now." He's no Castellanos. He's a good player, but he's so very hot headed. He's very hot headed. So West Ham now are 4-4-2. But I think that will make them better defensively. And they had to do something. Yes, Damien, West Ham have to claw at least one back before half time. I reckon so as well. I reckon so as well. Andrew says, I told my friends West Ham are not good enough. They started all right. They just faded. No, do you know what it is? They started all right. Then Newcastle realised they owned the entire right wing and it wasn't getting closed down. And now look, Newcastle have tried to go down the right wing again and it hasn't worked because they got closed down this time. Newcastle saw an opportunity and they kept using it. And now, Nuno saw the problem and fixed it. So we're with Aaron Wan-Bissaka. The ground all of a sudden just got really quiet. It was really noisy and then it just got quite quiet. Everybody's saying hi, hi, hi. And now West Ham are moving forward. You'll never believe it, down that side that Newcastle have been attacking the whole time. Well done. Somerville puts it in. Oh, big save. Big save from Nick Pope. Another, that was a big save from Nick Pope. Absolutely massive save. West Ham now, look at them. They're alive now. Dave says, what a save from Pope, but West Ham should have scored there. Yes, they should have. Huge says that was their chance to get back into the game. It was a big chance, But now look at the difference. Change of shape, one substitution, boom, different team. Look at the difference. They are now moving forward down that same side that Newcastle were attacking the whole match. Went out of play there, too much on it. It's a throw to Newcastle, and Nick Pope is telling everybody to calm down. That needed to go in, the relegation gods aren't having it. It was good work by Somerville. Big, big save by Pope. I'm watching the replay here. But do you know who was on the end of it? Who it was that actually took the shot? Castellanos is only on the pitch. Now Bowen is going forward. That's the second time Bowen has put it into the box and nobody's got on the bloody end of it. I want West Ham to go out, but I still want it to be an interesting match. Uh, I get so bad into it. I just want goals. I don't care who scores them. I want goals and more goals, people. Uh, it's with West Ham. Boxed up reckons I should be the manager. I'm too emotional for being a football manager. It's put in again for West Ham. Suchek tries to control it. He doesn't. Barnes tried to run it out of the box. Fernandez tried to make it difficult. No foul given. West Ham throw. It's with Somerville. That is Somerville, isn't it? Somerville puts it into the box. Oh. If Wilson could have just got a little something on that, that would have been good. It was a very good ball in. If Wilson could have done a bit better there. If Wilson had done a bit better there, that would have been good. Yeah, Dibs, Wilson, how did you miss the ball? How did you miss? It was a very good ball in by Somerville, though. So Pope sends it forward for Newcastle. Headed back the other direction, then headed by Tonali. Then Suchek puts it out on the left wing. And it's cut out. It's cut out. It's going to be a West Ham throw. Sam says, if West Ham go down, will Bowen stay? What are we thinking? His daddy-in-law might force him to, whether he wants to or not. Daddy Dyer might fall out with him if he doesn't stay with West Ham. It could cause familial drama. He might not have a choice, Sam. Even if he doesn't want to, he might not have a choice. But yes, West Ham are coming alive. Yeah, Damien, United aren't playing now. I just want goals and more goals. Somerville now starting another attack. He sends it out. It's with Jared Bowen. West Ham, these last few minutes have really, really started to take over this match. They've all the possession, all the danger, all the attack. They've really come alive. They need to get one back, though. Fernandez to Bowen. Oh, he put it in for Fernandez. Castellanos fell over as he tried to kick it. So it's now with Lewis Hall to Tonali to Voltamada. Who's that? Number 41. I don't know who that is for Newcastle. We're going forward again. Oh, we're going forward down the right again with Newcastle. No, he's caught in now instead of going all the way down the wing. You see? Oh, that was a bit of a loose pass. It was 41 Asula. It must be. Sorry, guys. I normally recognise them by their haircuts, if I'm honest. So when they change their hair, I can't keep up with it. No, 18 is Asula. Who's 41? Ramsey. 41 is Ramsey. Okay. Thank you, Aftab. Thank you. West Ham are going forward again, by the way. We're with West Ham in the box. It's out. Goal kick is given. Goal kick is given. Castellanos is arguing that. James says they really are fighting. I get it, but their fans might as well just give it their best. It's literally your last two games in the Premier League. Just enjoy it while it lasts. I can't believe there was fans that left at 20 minutes in. I wouldn't tell somebody, you're not a fan, but I think that's disgraceful behaviour. I think that's disgraceful. The fans, okay, we call them fans, but they're supporters. You're there to support and in good times and in bad. You're not only there to support when it's happiness. Criticize, show your emotions. But I think leaving is not it's not for me. Not for me personally. But each to their own. Each to their own. We're going forward again for Newcastle. Chipped into the box. Oh, Wasula nearly, nearly, nearly got on the end of it. Just not quite. Oh, we just couldn't get his foot on it. Um, Sam says, and this is about Bowen, he's a hammer through and through, but I can't see him staying. Maybe Everton come calling if he wants to stay that direction. Moonshine, hello, Moonshine, you've come. You've come at a very exciting time. Barnes. Cross in. Wan-Bissaka kicks it out. Who's that? Fernandez kicks it further. Wilson tries to go forward, but doesn't get anywhere. It's with Lewis Hall now. We're going back the other direction. Back the other way. Ramsey. It's back with Newcastle's back line. Voltamata coming in deep to get it. Tonali is in defensive mode. I'll tell you what, this is the most defending I've seen Tonali do for about 5 matches. After I said all I see him doing is going forward, today he's defending. It's the first time in matches I've seen him defending like this. Bruno G now is going forward. He gives it to Ramsey. Back to Bruno G. And out to the right. But Geoff read it well. Geoff saw what was happening and puts it out. He cuts it out and puts it out. Yes. Please hit the like, people. Like and subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. And it's with Ramsey, who's cut it in. Mavropanos puts it out. Mavropanos defends and it goes out. Oh no, like the buttercups and the buttons. And the buttercups. I love that phrase. What's up, buttercup? I love that one. It's going to be a corner kick. A corner kick for Newcastle. Bruno G is going to take it. Hit the like, buttercup. I like that. I'm just going to say it like that all the time now. Bowen is 30 this year. To sign him as an out-and-out winger would be a huge step back for any Premier League team. Can't believe people would contemplate it. And the corner comes in. Mavropanos with the defending. Again, guys, are we seeing why I want him? West Ham must go down. West Ham must be relegated. And then we must get Mavropanos. I have spoken at Teacup Castle. We must get Mavropanos. It's going to be a corner for Newcastle on the other side. Trippier is going to take this one. The tide has turned again. Ball comes in. Headed clear. Mavropanos again, only as far as Tonali. And I think that was Souček sent it a bit further. It's pinging a wee bit. Wilson was chasing that, but it's back with Pope, who hoofs it to the halfway line, and it's back with Ramsey. And we're attacking. Newcastle are attacking again. Down the right-hand side. Too much on that. Out of play. Harvey Barnes was never catching that one. Too much. It's going to be a goal kick for West Ham. Both teams have had spells. Moonshine. If I could only take one of Tonali or Bruno, as in Bruno G, do you mean? Like, would I swap our Bruno for Tonali or Bruno G or Tonali? Let me know. Yes, Gordon appears to be warming up. Um, but I'll be honest, I'll be surprised if he gets on the pitch. Very surprised. It's with Nick Pope. Moonshine, let me know. Bruno G. Oh, I would take Bruno G a million times over Tonali. All day, every day, twice on a Sunday. I wouldn't even have to think about it. Bruno G has the attributes we need more so than Tonali. He has just gone through the back of one of the West Ham players as I said that. But yeah, I feel like Bruno G, we need a proper, sturdy, solid warrior defensive midfielder. That's what we need. Somebody who is going to war when we lose Casemiro. I think Bruno G is closer to Casemiro than Tonali. It's not that I think Tonali is bad. I don't. I think he's very good. But I think Bruno G is closer to Casemiro, and that's what we need. So that's where I would be. I'd take both, to be fair. But I mean, if I had to pick one, Bruno G, I wouldn't even have to think. It's a free kick for West Ham. Too much on it. You have way too much on that. Nobody was getting to that one. Damien, Bruno G, and Mateus Fernandez equal Bruno F. I like Mateus Fernandez, actually. He's a good wee player. I do like Mateus Fernandez. I don't think Bruno G leaves Newcastle. I know there was rumours a few months ago. I don't think he leaves Newcastle. If he did, I would love him. He would be a really good player. And I think we've all established at this stage that I think Mavropanos is a very good defender. Patrick, was it Patrick? Who ruined my buzz the other day about James Garner? Was it Patrick or was it JT? Somebody rained on my parade the other day about about James Garner. So it's back with Nick Pope again, guys. Back with Nick Pope. Jay reckons we need Anderson. He played well. He played well today, but his last match he didn't play well. But he did play well today, definitely. Somerville trying to go forward here, but he's run into Bruno G as it happens. It's out with back with it's cycled around a few players. It's back with Somerville again. Somerville's a decent player. Somerville's a decent player. JT, I don't know about the West Ham players. I like them as well, but I would have my doubts. I think you would always have doubts about players who have been in a team that gets relegated, to be fair. But I've watched probably 10, maybe more, but definitely at least 10 of West Ham's matches. And Mavropanos impresses me every time. Their keeper, Hermansen's not particularly good. Somerville is good. Somerville is good, but not like wow. I think he could have a really big season next season. I think obviously Wan-Bissaka we know quite well. Tashi Castellanos is good, but he's very hot-headed. We all know Wilson Suchek, I think, is over the hill. I wouldn't want Bowen. If I was taking any two, I would take Mavropanos and I would take Mateus Fernandez. I think they're both good. Voltamad is going forward here for Newcastle. It's with Tonali. Back with Tonali again. He sent it out. It's with Bruno G, who cuts it through to Voltamada, who cuts it back to Bruno G. Harvey Barnes, Voltamada. Ooh, Barnes took a shot there, but it was straight at the keeper. Yeah. Do you know what? I can probably see up to 80. I think anything over that's craziness. 80 would be my top end, not the bottom end, if that makes sense. Anything over 100 is completely nuts. Over the top nuts. Aftab reckons Newcastle win for sure. It's settled down a little bit now. So after the 2 goals, West Ham were like on it. But Newcastle have got a bit of control back over the match now. And it's been mostly Newcastle. And as I say that, Disasi moves forward for West Ham. Um, West Ham trying to go forward here. It's with Mateus Fernandez as it is, out to Wan-Bissaka, and now West Ham are trying to go forward again. There's Jared Bowen. Oh, that's a good ball in, but it's clear. Well, it's not cleared, but it's taken by Newcastle. Now it's cleared. Now it's cleared. Willis Sula tried to get that off Castellanos, who's calling for it back from Hermanson. Okay, and it's back, or not Castellanos, Mavropanos. It's back with Mavropanos. Um, Let me see. JT, I hear Bowen Somerville, Mateo Fernandez, and Mavropanos are being looked at by top teams. It feels like if they had this many players, top team quality, they wouldn't go down. Somerville is good. He's going to be good next season. Fernandez, I think, was good. Mavropanos is tippy toppy. He's tippy toppy. Bowen, I wouldn't take. I wouldn't want Bowen. But three of those, I have to say, JT, I would I would take Somerville, I would take Fernandez, I would take Mavropanos. I think probably we don't need Somerville, but he's a good player. Yes, West Ham definitely should have scored at least one. They're not taking their chances. They're not taking their chances. They've been much better since the substitution, though. Much better since the substitution. Sam says 60 million for Anderson. I think the problem is when you have a team like Manchester City in for a player, it bumps the price up. It's the same with Mateus Fernandez. His price is being bumped up because United and PSG are looking at him. So his price is being bumped up. West Ham were trying to attack, but it was snuffed out by Newcastle. Um, yeah, and I think that's what it is, Moonshine. I think 80 million is the new 50 million. I think that's what it is. Do you know where kind of a middle of the road decent player was kind of 50 million? I think that's now 80 million. That's what I think. I think the problem is what was 50 is now 80. Inflation is killing the prices. It's hard to keep up. It's hard to keep up. Um, Rob reckons 80 plus add-ons. I reckon he'll end up going over. I reckon he'll end up going over. I think 80 million plus add-ons is probably not a bad price for him, if I'm honest, in today's money market. But I think he'll end up going for more because City will just put whatever on the table, won't they? West Ham trying to go forward again. It's cut out. I think it's going to be a West Ham throw. It's a West Ham throw. Stuart is saying, come on, West Ham. Good defending from Newcastle. It is good defending from Newcastle. That's half time, guys. That's half time. Huge says, I really think you can get Fernandez for 60 to 65 million pound. Any more than that is an overpayment. I don't even know if I'd want to give that much, if I'm honest. I think he's a good player. I think he's doing well this season. I don't know if I'd want to give as much as 60, 65 for him. I'd probably give 50, 55, but sure, they want 84 million pound was the last thing I seen about him. Let me see. JT, the funny thing is, a while ago, I looked at the most expensive transfers, and it seems that the price ceiling and median is growing quite a lot, but the ceiling isn't. So the median is growing, but the ceiling isn't. JT says most of the top 15 most expensive transfers, if I remember, are between 2015 and 2020. But yes, guys, right. What do we think of the match so far? Because obviously it's 2-0 to Newcastle, but I'll be honest, it didn't feel like a 2-0 to Newcastle game. I thought West Ham were very much in the match. The goals that were scored were very good. I thought like Newcastle had some really good spells, but I thought West Ham had some decent spells as well, if I'm honest with you. When the match first started, I thought the first little while was very even, like it was end to end, team to team. You have an attack, we have an attack. Then Newcastle sort of were growing into it, took over completely, scored their 2 goals, and then West Ham had a really good spell where they should have scored at least one. And then kind of Newcastle sort of ended it out. But I mean, West Ham, I thought, were very much in the game. Like if you look at 2-0, you would assume that it's all Newcastle. West Ham aren't in the match. I don't think that's the case, though. And I think Nuno did the right thing with the substitution. I think he tried something, it didn't work. He made the substitution. There has been a drastic improvement since the substitution was made. Newcastle or West Ham probably would have wanted at least one back before half time. It depends, I think, who comes out of the traps early at the start of the second half. If West Ham come out of the traps early and get an early goal in the second half, maybe they can work their way back in. But 2 goals just always feels like a lot, doesn't it? Let me see. Aftab reckons it was a good half for Newcastle, but West Ham also played good in spells. Bonkers is saying it's a good game. I think it is. It's a very good game. Damien says early second half goal for West Ham would be interesting. Again, I agree. Sam says West Ham needed to score, I think. The first 10 minutes of the second half will be key. Yes, I agree. Jay says I would give 70 million at most for Anderson. JT, I felt there was a 20-minute capitulation and absolute domination from Newcastle. After that, it was quite even. I think before that, it was quite even as well. I agree with you. There was that sort of section in the middle where Newcastle took over. But I think before and after that, it was end to end. I thought West Ham did have some good chances and they did have some dangerous spells. So yeah, I would agree with that. Stuart says it should be 2-1. It should be 2-1. Let me see. Okay, that's me pretty much up to date. Let me go back to the end. Damien says Newcastle not scoring a third goal though. Yeah, they did. Stuart, they absolutely did. Or they did. They completely, that right hand side. I think when the change was made, that changed a little bit. But I think prior to that, that whole side was owned by Newcastle. So like Harvey Barnes up and down, and it was Diouf and Todibo, and that's who he was up against, and it was eventually Todibo that was substituted off. So like Nuno could see what was happening. Nuno could see what we could see, and his substitution directly addressed it, and it did change. Should Newcastle have had a penalty for the handball? I think it was Souček that handled it, wasn't it? Yeah, I think so. I think that was a penalty. For me, he's holding him. He's holding the jersey. Let's go with the jersey, and moves his arm out. I mean, when you move your body towards the ball, am I misremembering that? Was that not in the other box? Have I lost my mind? That is the one we're talking about, isn't it, Moonshine? Let me know. That is the one we're talking about. I think that's the one we're talking about. Sorry, guys. I've lost the run of myself. I'm watching replays of the chances here, and I've lost the run of myself completely. No, I did remember it right. Okay, yeah. So yeah, I think that was a handball. When you move your body towards the ball, he had to let go of the player he was wrestling to move his arm towards the ball. So to me, yeah, that's a handball. And as you guys saw, like for the kind of the second goal in our match for United, I was very torn. The rule is the rule where it goes off the body, but I wouldn't have, if that goal in our match had been ruled off for United, I wouldn't have complained. If I'm honest, I wouldn't have complained, because I think it was very contentious. And the more I think about it, the more I'm like, I don't like that. Yes, the rule is body to hand. It doesn't, but it caught between the body and the hand. I don't like it. I don't like it. But yeah, when you're actively making your body bigger to hit the ball, that's a handball to me. Let me see. Thank you, Rob, reminding everybody. Bonker says West Ham need to up their game if they want to stay in the Premier League. They do. They need to be more clinical. They need to be more. But I think Nuno made the right change. Sam is saying, Voltemada is a great player. I think Newcastle have utilised him like the Germany under-21s did. He needs to either leave, how leaves, or change his style to help Voltemada. There are links of Voltemada away from Newcastle. Let me see. We'll find it and we'll have a little look at it here during halftime. Have I got it? Now, this is from Team Talk, and sometimes they talk nonsense, so this might not be true, but Newcastle forward Nick Voltemada is actively exploring a return to mainland Europe this summer after growing increasingly frustrated with life on Tyneside. Eddie Howe could reluctantly sanction a loan move, but would prefer to sell for a fee to reinvest the funds into the squad. Now, as I said, that's from Team Talk. So, I don't know how actual real that is, but yeah, I think that goal will do the world of good. I think he needed a goal. I think that'll do him the world of good. But yes, I do. I think in the same way that Michael Carrick is misusing Brian and Mbumo, I think Eddie Howe is misusing Nick Voltemada. Let me see. Oops, no, I didn't see that. JT Neymar accidentally got subbed off. No, I didn't see that. Yeah, Jay, I was very mixed at the time when I first saw the one for our game. When I first saw it, because obviously I was doing a watch along, so when I first saw it, I thought, no, never in a million years. And then I thought, oh yeah, it probably is. And then the rule is if it goes off the body onto the hand, that it's not. And that's the rule. That's not an opinion. That's the rule. And I thought, okay, well, I don't like it, but if it's come off his body onto his hand, then it's not a handball technically by the letter of the law. But I have to say, I don't like it. Obviously, I want my team to get the goals. I want my team to get the wins. But I'll be honest, I probably would have preferred if it was ruled off. If I'm honest, I said it at the time. I don't like it. I don't like it because for me, the spirit of that rule, where if it goes off the body onto the hand, it's like where it's accidental, where like it's so close or it's moving at such speed where it hits off your body onto your hand that you can't get your hand out of the way in time. That's what I feel like the spirit of that law is meant to be. The problem is that's not what happened. It got caught between his arm and his body, and it just happened to hit his body first. I don't like it. I understand, if it had hit kind of, if he tried to kick it with his leg and it bounced off his leg onto his arm, I can understand why that would be disallowed because it's completely outside his control. He hasn't meant to. When it gets caught between the body and the arm, see, initially I thought it hit him much higher up. I thought it sort of went into his armpit and I was like, that's not a handball, it's his armpit. But as I saw the replays, it's not. It hits him much further down. It hits kind of the inside of down here. I probably wouldn't. It probably should have been ruled out. I understand it's the letter of the law, but it's not the spirit of the law. It's not what the rule was meant for. Probably should have been ruled off. Stuart says they might change it next season. The problem is if they change it, because we had the ones in the Champions League. Do you remember the ones in the Champions League? They came off the body first. and onto the hand, and then they were both ruled out, and everybody lost their minds. Why are they being ruled out when they've hit the body first? That's But in Europe, that's the way they have it. In Europe, they don't have the rule for if it hits the body first onto the hand, it's not a handball. They don't have that. They have if it hits your hand, it hits your hand. It doesn't matter if it hits your body first. And people lost their minds. So I, I I understand the spirit of why they have if it hits your body first, it's not a handball. But I think today the rule was applied correctly, but it made a decision that felt very unfair. So they might have to adjust it. They might have to add a caveat. They might have to add a caveat, something a little grey. Do you know what I mean? That, you know, I think within the law as it stands, the referee made the right decision because that's what the law is. Whether we agree with or disagree with the law, that is what it is. So I think the referee did the right thing by the letter of the law, but the decision itself felt very unfair. And that's the thing. You fix this problem, you create two more because you add in a caveat, you change it, there's a new problem. So I think sometimes there's things you can't legislate for. Sometimes there's things you can't legislate for. Sometimes there's things that can't be written down. You can't write every possible eventuality into the rule. And we've not seen another one of those this season. Of course, it would be United that's involved, though. Of course, it would be us that's involved. I'm glad there was another goal in the game. Do you know that way? I'm glad there was more goals, but I'm glad that wasn't the goal that won it for us. And I know goals change games and everything else might have been different afterwards. I hate to see it. I hate to see it. And I agree. That's what goes wrong. They try to fix a rule by adding another rule or a caveat or something like that. And what they've actually do is they make it so convoluted nobody knows what the rule is anymore. Yeah, I think it's a hard one. Look, see if that's given against us. If that was given the other way, I'm absolutely raging. If that's given the other way around, I'm furious. So I can't be like, oh yeah, it should have been stood. I probably would have preferred if it was disallowed. I always want my team to get the goal. You'll take it, you move on, you take the points. But I probably would have preferred for it to be ruled off and us win properly without having to talk about that. Yes, Moonshine, he came in here trolling. And I told him if he didn't put himself in the bin, I was going to permanently ban him. He came in here to rage bait, and I sent him on his way. He came in at the wrong time, Moonshine. Asked me about people being robbed, and in the bin. I'm a little. You guys are probably seeing it. Actually, to be fair, you're probably seeing it. I'm a little different on all, and it's not on purpose. It's very much not on purpose. It's not, I don't set out to be, but I mean, my reactions during the United game are very different to my reactions during any other team. I can't help it. So like, poor Hassam come in trying to be funny. And I was like, get out! I'm going to ban you. He just picked the wrong moment, really. Bad timing. But let me see. The subjectivity of impact of this handball, I think it should be handball, but you cannot write an all-encompassing rule. And that's it. You're never going to have a rule that covers every scenario. You're just not. I think where it hits off the body onto the arm, I think overall is a good rule. Today was an unusual circumstance. It's the first one this season. We haven't seen another one of those this season. In an entire season, it happened once. It's one of them that fell between the lines. Do you know what I mean? So I think the rule itself is probably okay. You're just always going to have sort of maybe one that should be an exception. But then it's not consistent and then you get annoyed over that. So it's hard. Did we play well today? Overall, yes. I thought we had some individually poor performances. But I also thought we played well and I thought Nottingham. So Newcastle are about to kick off the second half here. I don't know why they're doing this. I've no idea. We've kicked off, guys. We've kicked off. So we've got. Oh dear. Oh dearie me. Oh dearie me. So 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So hopefully that is going to be enough for you guys to sync up with me. Um, oh yeah. Oh yeah, there's no denying it. Even if I tried, I couldn't deny it because I just don't get as involved with any other team as United. I cannot help myself. Voltamada tries to create something, but it doesn't quite come off. J Red is with us. Our chances of getting Mateus Fernandez is looking more likely with the West Ham are playing. So if West Ham go down, his price should go down. The problem is the other team that's in from. It's supposedly us and PSG. That's the problem we have is PSG. So if they could just sod off, that would help the price to go down. Um, yeah, Xerxes definitely should have scored. And good reminder from Aftab. Thank you very much. There he is. There he is. Now that you've calmed down, will you admit you robbed them? Hussam, you see if you actually listen to my streams instead of just coming in every so often to rage bit, you would have heard me say that I probably think the goal should have been ruled out. We discussed it at length, both on this stream and the previous stream. So maybe if you come in and listened instead of rage baiting, you would already know the answer, my dearest fraud. My favorite fraud on YouTube, but still a fraud. Um, go back about 10 minutes into the stream, Hassam, and it'll cheer you right up. We didn't rob them. The referee made the right decision by the letter of the law, but I do believe the decision ultimately felt unfair and the goal probably should have been ruled out. But you just go back and make sure you drop a like while you're in here rage baiting, by the way. How's it going with Slot now that Alonso has officially been announced by Chelsea? How's that? Somerville is going full here. Oh, Youth goes down. Referee says not a hope. Referee says not a hope. No, not rage baiting. You're just raging. You're just raging. Not rage baiting, just raging. No, Geoff sort of fell over a little bit there. He sort of fell over a little bit. They were together and then he slipped a little bit. He's fine. He's fine. Sorry, Moonshine. It's not aimed at you. Just this fraud in here. He's getting summer ready. Oh dear. Well, why aren't you, if you're in the gym, why aren't you listening to my whole watch along? You are a big fraud. You are a big fraud. Yes, he's gonna give himself a heart attack in the gym. But right, we're with West Ham. West Ham are attacking here, which is good. They need to score at the start of this first half. Somerville, Mateus Fernandez, Mavropanos, Wan-Bissaka. We're passing it round the back. We're passing it round the back with West Ham. Okay, now we're going to try and go forward. Yes, correct and right. Correct and right. Everybody subscribe. Hassam, do you know what you need to do? Hassam, you need to teach me how to do a timer because I tried and then I forgot and it didn't go very well. I have a lovely, beautiful setup, but timers, they're not for me. They're not for me. This one's for you, Hassam. From Sam to Hassam. Lewis Hall is trying to do something here, but I'm not quite sure what it is. Oh, Voldemort tried to give it to Lewis Hall. They've confused themselves, and Wan-Bissaka has ended up on the ground. I don't know what's happening, and neither do they. Jared Bowen tried to put it in, but nobody knew what was happening. Nobody knew what was happening. Don, I should let you know, Sam is female. Sam is a female. Please don't threaten the women in my channel. Just letting you know, Hassam, please don't threaten the female chatters on my chat. Newcastle are trying to go forward now. She's ready for you, though. She's ready for you. Newcastle are trying to go forward. She's got guns. She's got guns. The muscle kind of guns, I assume. The guns on your arms, not the shooty guns, obviously. Um, Tashi Castellanos was trying to go forward, but then went left. Somebody should tell him the goal is this way. He detoured left. Mateus Fernandez now is trying to go forward, guys. Mateus Fernandez is that just crosses it in. Callum Wilson, nada, nada. There you go, Sam. You've scared him off. You've scared him off with your muscles. Is it Botman? Does it go out off Botman? No, Botman bounces it off Wilson. So I think it's going to be a goal kick. Let me see. That's it. He's pumping some more iron in the gym before he sends a message back to Sam. He's doing another few reps. Tonali's on the ground here, guys, by the way. He's on the ground on his back. He looks like it's sore. Something is wrong with his leg. Trying to figure out what it is. They're stretching out his left leg. I don't know if it's cramp. They're shaking it a little bit. He's lying on his back, looking heavenward. I mean, that's never a good sign. And who is this? Who is this putting on a jersey for Newcastle? He might be going to go off here. I think Willock's going to come on, guys. I think Tonali's going to go off here. I think he's hurt himself. I think he has hurt himself. Yeah. Yeah, Sandro Tonali's coming off, guys. Joe Willock is coming on. And he's been good today. He's been good defensively today. He's been doing a lot more defence than he's done in recent games. Tonali off and Willock on. West Ham need a goal here. They're playing well. The thing is, West Ham are playing well, but they're 2-0 down. So playing well is no good to them. They need goals. There's just a bit of ping pong around here at the minute. Yeah. Don Hassam has forfeited. He's gone back to pumping iron, so he's going to come back on the next watch along. Somerville trying to go forward, but it's cut out. It's cut out. That was well done by Jacob Ramsey. Well done by Jacob Ramsey. Yeah. West Ham need to score. Guys, do you know what I love about these streams? You literally never, never, never know what's going to happen. You never know who's going to come in the chat and what might happen. No. But yeah, West Ham are playing well. They're having some good individual performances. Shem, no, they do not need to score. You know what? And guys, it's like the truth. I don't want West Ham to win. I want West Ham to be relegated so we can buy Mavropanos. However, when I'm sitting just watching it, when I'm just watching it and it's not my team, I just want goals. I want goals, I want drama, I want chaos. And if West Ham score the next goal, there's going to be chaos. So I can't help myself. I can't help myself. I just want the goals and the chaos. I love it. I really do love it. Eddie Howe's like this on the sideline. I don't know who that was aimed at, but it was aimed at somebody. And so the ball has come forward here. Somerville's got it. He's not getting anywhere though, is he? And he sent it back to Juff. So it's Suchek. It was Bowen again. Now West Ham are going down the right wing. Wan-Bissaka. Wan-Bissaka is just not an attacker. He ran in and then just ran around in a big circle and went back to where he started from. I mean, he's not for attacking now, Wan-Bissaka. It's not his forte. Oh! Shot from Mateus Fernandez straight at the keeper. Moonshine. At the minute, I have to be honest, no. At the minute, I can't swear that won't change because I might end up, if we're being linked to people, I might want to watch them. But at the minute, no. I'm not an international football person. I might get caught up in the hype. By the way, Newcastle are going forward here, guys, with Lewis Hall. I might end up getting caught up in the hype. Oh, save there from Hermansen. I might get caught up in it, but as it stands, no. Good block, Mavropanos. Shout out all boxed up with the pink lady sticker. The pink lady. The pink lady and the glasses. Bruno G did take a shot there and it was curling. And it went over the top. I think it would have beat the keeper, but it went over the top. JT, by the looks of the build-up, this might be one of the worst World Cups, but bad World Cups at least usually have exciting upset wins. I mean, maybe. I'll see. I'm not like dead set against it. I'm just at the moment, I'm not feeling it, but we'll see. Oh, West Ham are going forward here. Callum Wilson has lost the ball. Somehow lost the ball. I don't know how he's quite done that, if I'm honest. Sam, he with the weights. Sam is the weights in the chat. Oh, brilliant. I love it. Oh, Bruno G is going to be in trouble. Bruno G is lost his mind. Suchek is getting a yellow card, but Bruno G is going to be in serious trouble here, guys. Suchek goes in on Bruno G, pushes him to the ground, okay? Oh! Suchek could be in trouble. So, right. Bruno G goes to the ground from a challenge. He's then holding the ball on the ground, and Suchek is kicking at the ball while he's lying on the ground. And then Bruno starts punching at his leg. To be honest, it's violent conduct from both. That's really bad from both. Really, really bad. Suchek is kicking at him while he's lying on. Oh my God, is Bruno G? I thought he was squaring up to the referee there for a minute. He's not. I thought he'd really lost it. So Bruno G starts punching at Thomas Suchek's legs while he's lying on the ground, but it's because Suchek was kicking at the ball while he's holding it lying. The only card that seems to have been given was a yellow to Suchek. To be fair, Bruno G acted insanely, but Suchek, what was he doing? That was stupid from both. Really stupid from both. Shout out to Moonshine. Moonshine, while I was being dramatic, Moonshine put in a lovely little pear sticker that says cool. Cool, dude. Sorry, guys. Sorry, that was mental. That was bad from both. Very, very poor from Suchek, if I'm honest. I didn't see him kicking the ball. He didn't quite hit Bruno G, but he's kicking the ball near Bruno G's face while he's holding on to it. It was bad form. Bruno G lost his mind, though. I was going to say you can't lash out and punch players, but Bernardo Silva didn't get sent off for it. So maybe it is okay to just punch people's legs. Because Bernardo Silva did it, punched somebody's leg. Not a dicky bird was said to him. Let me see. I can use the World Cup to scout around. It's not like there'll be much content beside transfer rumours. We might do. Like I said, I'm not dead set against it. I'm just a little undecided. I'll see how we go. Jay saying it should have been a red. Yeah, I agree with Dibs. I think they both should have had a red, if I'm honest. Or yeah, both had a card of the same color. Sorry, I've misread yours. You've said both a card of the same color. Yeah, I think they both should have had violent conduct there, but at least give both of them a yellow then, because they both really were lashing out, really really poor. But Newcastle are trying to go forward here, but it's just been hit off the back of Wan-Bissaka's head. Mavropanos and Castellanos sends it forward again. Yeah, to be honest, I reckon that was a red for both. So if you're going, well, it's even and they should both get a red, then they should both get a yellow. I don't think it should have been just one. What Suchek did was bad. You can't, he was very close to Bruno G's face when he was kicking there. But Bruno G can't just punch someone. Um, Bruno G and Suchek got into it. Suchek got a yellow. To be honest, they both should have probably had a red, if I'm honest with you. Bruno G was lying on the ground, Harold, holding the ball, and Suchek was trying to kick the ball, but he's very close to Bruno G's face. Bruno G loses the plot and punches the back of his leg. Suchek got a yellow and nothing for Bruno G. But I agree, it should have been two of them should have had cards of the same colour. I would have suggested red. But here we are. Somerville was in there for a minute. That was a handball. Was that a handball? I think that's a handball. Let me see it slow. Show me the slow. Oh, no, no, it's not a handball. It's not a handball. I've seen the replay. It's not. His hand was in at his body. His hand was in at his body. Um, so Somerville was in again. Very well done, Somerville, but it was blocked and it was blocked fairly. It wasn't a handball. It hit the hand that was at his body. I thought it hit the hand that was away out here. It didn't. It hit the hand that was at his body. So no, not a handball. Wan-Bissaka and Suchek are both going off. I think that was a good shout. Good shout to take Suchek off. Pablo's gone on. Who's the other player that's gone on? Kante. Was it Kante? I think that's who it is. My watch alongs are fun. Is it because it's like a stream of consciousness. I say all of the things that come into my head. Uh, I'm glad you're enjoying yourselves. I'm totally normal. I'm totally normal. Um, Boffman has told me that he's very glad I'm doing these watch alongs now because I talk less in the evenings. He's able to relax. I talk this much all the time, guys, all the time. So I have a little rest after the watch alongs now. I rest my voice. Let me see. Let me see. Oh, maybe, guys. You are convincing me. Oh, we've 662. We've got another teacup. Hello, hello. The game's getting quite physical now, guys. Um, Let me see. Okay, no, I'm pretty up to date. Can VAR check it? I don't know. I think they probably could have only checked 2 checks because I think they can only upgrade from a yellow to a red. I don't think they could have checked Bruno G because no card was issued. I only think they can upgrade. I don't think they can check it. Newcastle are going forward here. Oh, there's the goal. A goal for Newcastle. Willisula with another goal. 3-0 Newcastle. Another goal for Willisula. Yes. Shem, it's okay. Come out from behind the sofa, Shem. Willisula, he's a great talent. He's a great talent. Do you know what it is, guys? That has come from a West Ham throw. Like, that has come from a West Ham throw, a Sula to Willock, back to a Sula into the back of the net. Willock and a Sula, really good linking up there. But it comes from a West Ham throw, guys. It doesn't feel like a 3-0. It doesn't feel like a 3-0. I mean, the thing is, Newcastle are taking their chances. Yeah. Game over is right. It's safe to come out, Shev. It's safe to come out. It's 3-0. It's 3-0. A first career brace for Willisula. Halsey says West Ham are going down there. So Spurs just need to draw in their last two games to stay up. The West Ham fans, there's more of them leaving now. There's more West Ham fans leaving. The tea won't be spilled. The tea won't be spilled. Yeah. Because West Ham haven't been terrible. They've had really good spells, prolonged really good spells. But Newcastle are clinical. Newcastle are making the most of it. I'm not sure, Huge. I'm not sure. I'm not 100%. I'd have to look at it, but I'm afraid every time I look away, something happens. So I'm afraid to look at it now. There was a free kick put in from Trippier for Newcastle, but nothing came of it. Nothing came of it. One draw is enough, says JT. Thank you. Thank you very much. Very much, my dear. I'm just, every time I look at something, something happens in the match. So thank you for confirming that for us. Newcastle were trying to break again. It's cut out by Somerville. Somerville's been very good. Very good has Somerville. He's about the only one. Diouf got a yellow card. I don't know for what. I think I was looking at the chat. Yeah. Very dangerous for all the teams. Yeah, don't look away. Don't look away. You don't know what might happen now. Diouf, right? What has happened? He goes into the back of a Newcastle player. I can't see who it was, but that's what he got the yellow for. That's what he got the yellow for. So we're 3-0 Newcastle. 68 minutes. Could this get more? Could Newcastle get more? 3-1. Tashi Castellanos has just scored the most incredible goal. What is that goal? That is incredible. That's incredible. That is absolutely incredible. 3-1. Tashi Castellanos has just scored one of the best goals I have ever seen. That was absolutely incredible. Wow. That was brilliant. That was brilliant. Oh, that's why you were telling me don't look away. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, thank you for telling me without giving it away. Thank you for telling me without giving it away. Yeah, that was incredible. Wow, wow, wow. I actually don't. You didn't see it. Oh, Stuart, look it up. Look it up. It was unbelievable. Look it up. You've missed something really, really special. Yeah, I did ask for more goals. It's happening, people. I asked for more goals, and here they are. Oh, what a goal that was. That's taken my breath away a little bit. That was so good. Any hope for a comeback? I don't think so, Fozzie. I think they would have needed to score it at 2-0. I think once it went 3-0, I think it's a bit beyond them because they would have they'd need to score another one like now. 20 minutes, 20 minutes, 20 minutes. Oh, Stewart. Oh dear. Look it up. It'll be all over X. It'll be all over X. There's 20 minutes left, Stewart. 20 minutes left of normal time. That goal was incredible. But Newcastle are on the attack now. Nothing happening. Nothing doing. Nothing doing. It's out here with Kieran Trippier. He's against Somerville. He sent it backwards. It's with Voltamada. Who's Voltamada tried to play it through for Bruno G. Save from Hermanson. Well done, Hermanson. Sorry, Shem. That goal was so good. That was so good. I actually don't have the words to explain how good that goal was. If you didn't see the goal, watch it. That was special. Really, really, really special. It's a corner now for Newcastle, guys. Newcastle have had 7 corners. West Ham have had 1. Lewis Hall tries to send it through, but he just kicks it to Jared Bowen. I think that is Castellano. Send it through for Somerville. There's too much on it. There's too much on it. It's out for a West Ham throw. It's with Fernandez. It's with Fernandez. Damien reckons Newcastle have another goal in them. Shem is back behind the sofa, says Moonshine. Nick Pope has the ball in his hands. Oh, dear. Mavropanos is driving forward. Mavropanos is in Newcastle's box. Hall bungles into a West Ham player who stands up and is taken down again. What is going on? West Ham their fans are screaming for a penalty. Mavropanos takes the shot and skies it. Bowen is speaking to the referee. Hall, his foot goes under Wilson's foot and it knocks him down. Hall's foot goes under Wilson's foot. So there's Wilson's foot. And there's Hall's foot comes in underneath. And it unsteadies him and he goes down. I think the VAR have cleared it though. I'm trying to listen, but I'm talking too loud to hear them. So I think VAR have cleared it. But it's getting a little tetchy. It's getting a little tetchy. Absolutely. Luca's got the popcorn out, as does Damien. Stewart. Oh, it's a little kitty cat in the box. I was like, it was tiny. I couldn't make out what it was. Oh, they're breaking again, West Ham. Jared Bowen driving forward. He goes alone. Oh, Pope spilled it, but it's okay. He's got it back. Jared Bowen took the shot. Nick Pope spilled it, but then hopped on it again. Who's on the ground here for Newcastle? Bruno G. Bruno G's on the ground, but I think he'd be okay. JT, no one to blame but themselves. Oh, Dan Burns being put on. Dan Burns coming. It's going to 5 at the back. Dan Burn is on the side of the pitch doing this. And now he's doing this. So Harvey Barnes is going off for Jacob Murphy. Voltamada is going off for Dan Byrne. Voltamada has been very, very quiet in the second half. So now back to JT. Back to JT. No one to blame but themselves. Being a little more defensively disciplined and clinical in front of goal, they could have had a very good chance of being safe. Yeah, I think there could be. There could be some fisticuffs at the end of this. It's getting a little hot under the collar. Let me see. Asula brace. Yes, Fozzie, it was. First brace of his career for Will Asula in this match. And he's been very good. Again. Now. 20 goals conceded in the final 15 minutes. Newcastle. Newcastle have conceded 20 goals in the final 15 minutes this season so far, and we are now in the final 15. So it's with Diouf, sends it to Mateus Fernandez, back with Diouf down the left wing, who puts it into the box. Oh, nearly is with Nick Pope. Callum Wilson nearly got that flicked on, but Dan Burn was there. And then Dan Burn just did enough to put him off, and then Pope caught it. Fawzi is happy for Willa because he got an assist. Yeah, the most. We could be in for a grandstand finish, guys. I don't think West Ham are going to score 2 goals in the next 15 minutes. But imagine they did. Madness. Huge says, West Ham let their heads drop after the first goal. Could have been close if they were more disciplined. Fernandez won it back. It's with Mavropanos. He sends it across for Diouf. Diouf puts it into the box. Castellanos takes another shot. Castellanos takes the shot. West Ham are going forward now. Off the bar. I was trying to see, did the keeper get near it? No, it was just off the bar. If it was a little lower, Pope wasn't getting to that. West Ham have had, it was up in the corner. I don't know if it was the bar or the top. It was there. Just a little in. I'm exhausted watching this. I'm all tuckered out. This has been oh my God, we had United earlier. Now we've got this. I can't cope with this, lads. I think it's us. We've had some really good interest in watch-alongs. We've had some really good ones. We're at 78 minutes, people. And if West Ham manage to get another goal in the next 5 minutes, we're in for a madness. It's with Newcastle. They're passing it around here, trying to probe a little bit. Ramsey bounces it off Mateus Fernandez, takes another go at it. It's with Hermansen. It has been exhausting. I do. I need more tea. No, do you know what it is? After this, I'm going to have a kebab. Fawzi, you weren't here for the FA Cup watch along. You weren't here. We said it was boring. You and the Don Hassam. You have to be here to hear all the things. We said that one was boring. The rest of them have been very good, though. He was sort of pulled to the ground there. There was a little pull to the ground, and there's a yellow card. There's a yellow card issued to the West Ham player. I'm trying to see who it is. Yeah, he's pulled him to the ground. He's pulled Asula to the ground. Kante that was subbed on. I was like, I haven't seen him yet. Kante that was subbed on has got a yellow card. You were away. You missed it. I mean, the match itself was dead, but we had great crack. The watch along was fun. The match was boring. But yeah, we did. We said that one was pretty dead. That was the deadest one. All the other ones we've had have had loads of goals. It's been really good. Paul heads it into the box. It's cleared though. West Ham have cleared it. Yeah. We're bringing the goals. Never mind the players. We've got it covered here at Teacup Castle. And yeah, all boxed up. 2 teams actually playing football. You're right. It's great. I love it. Castellanos is such a hothead. He's a loose cannon. He's a real hothead, but he's very good. Spill the tears for the Irons today, says JT. Do I think that Tonali going off has changed the game? No, to be fair, no. And the reason I say no is because West Ham had really dangerous good spells while Tonali was on the pitch as well. So I do think you feel when a player like Tonali goes off in general, but no, I don't think that's the reason the game has changed because West Ham were having spells before that as well. So no, I don't think so, if I'm honest. Um, it's back with West Ham. Back with West Ham again. They're on the attack. Somerville has been brilliant today. Somerville has been really very, very good today. Very good going forward. With Diouf again. Diouf's putting the ball in again for Castellanos, but it's sort of, he didn't quite head it. It more so hit him in the face. He was trying to head it, but it hit him. But Diouf keeps putting that ball in. He keeps putting the ball in, and Castellanos keep just getting on the end of it. Mavropanos might have given away a foul there. He fell over. And now it's going forward. It's going forward for Newcastle. Mavropanos is back defending. He's back defending. It's back with Newcastle. They're trying to break through. A loose pass for Somerville. Somerville's making a run. He's making a run. Lewis Hall dragged him. Lewis Hall is dragged out of him. Is that a yellow for Hall? Surely that's a yellow for Hall. He's dragged out of him. Somerville was on a really good run there. Hall pulls out of him. Play is stopped, but I don't know if the yellow's for the initial foul. Has him. Yeah, Lewis Hall. That was a deserved yellow. That was a deserved yellow. Probably a good decision from Hall if you're being cynical, but a deserved yellow. Am I doing another super sticker final? Nearly a goal there. Nearly a goal. It's with Pope. Castellanos. Castellanos is absolutely pushing. He's pushing them all the way. All the way. When you think he didn't start this match, Castellanos didn't start this match, guys. That could have been a difference. That could have been a difference. Fawzi, am I happy that United have made Carrick permanent? No, he wouldn't have been my choice. But the decision is made, therefore we get behind him. He wouldn't have been my choice. I wasn't happy, but it's done and dusted. Me not being happy won't change it. So we get behind him because the decision's done. And we move forward. Yeah, West Ham are really trying, Stuart. Really, really trying. The super sticker finale, guys, that is not really up to me. I'm very grateful, very, very grateful when anybody sends in super chats or super stickers, but I'm certainly not going to pressure people into doing it. If people would like to, wonderful, and if they wouldn't, that's a-okay. I'll always be very grateful, but I'm certainly not going to push anybody into doing it. Where Trippier is coming off, guys. Trippier is coming off for Newcastle, and I think it's Alanga coming on. Oh, and he's leaving Newcastle, isn't he? Is this his last home game? I don't know if that's right or wrong. Is this his last home game? Because he's leaving Newcastle, as I understand. That was announced already. I think that's Kieran Trippier's last home game. I think that might be his last home game. Asula has come off as well, by the way, guys. Wissa has gone on for Will Asula, which means that Newcastle are now 100% less dangerous. But Trippier's got off for Alanga. I think that must have been his last home match for the applause he's after getting. I think it must be last one. Thank you, Damien. There's a lot of that going around today. Casemiro and Kieran Trippier. Yeah, and he played well. You're right, Sam. He played well. He played well for his last match. Yeah, it's nice, as Damien says, it's nice to see him being applauded like that. I knew he was leaving. I didn't realise this was Newcastle's last home game. Juff sends it forward, but it's cut out. It's cut out, and it's with Nick Pope now. Guys, I've done 2 streams on Michael Carrick, so I'm not getting into it again on a watch along between Newcastle and West Ham. So I've done 2 streams on Michael Carrick. He's the permanent manager. That's the way it is. And so we move forward like that. If you want to check out more in-depth thoughts from me on that, feel free to check out the Michael Carrick videos that I've done, because they're obviously a lot more in-depth. But today we're focusing on Somerville, who's going forward again. No, today we're focusing, or well, in this stream, we're focusing on Newcastle and West Ham, people. Because if I get distracted, then I'm not doing the watch along. And that's not fair, and the people are tuned in for the watch along. Alanga has come on with a lot of energy, if nothing else. A lot of energy, which Newcastle probably needed. He's sent it forward here. Newcastle are going forward. And, oh, it's with Lewis Hall. Mavropanos blocks it. Mavropanos blocks it, but it's back with Lewis Hall again. Lewis Hall has chased it down. He's given it to Willock, who sent it into him. Good defending. I'm pretty sure it's corner to Newcastle. Sometimes you never know what way it bobbles, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be another corner to Newcastle. This will be their 16 millionth corner to Newcastle. You've seen them. What have you seen? What have you seen? The goals? What have you seen? Sorry, I don't know exactly when you put that in because I was yabbering away. But yeah, corner 16 million to Newcastle. Hello, Mia. Welcome back to us. Ball comes in, headed straight out. Not too far. Lewis Hall has it again. Cut out again. Pablo cut it out there for them. Mia says, hi Lou, congratulations to Manchester United and Bruno Fernandes. He is going to break the record, isn't he? I hope so, Mia. I really, really hope so. Goal kick to West Ham. Hermansen has got it. He's taken it short to Juff, who now has a new challenge with Alanga, but he sends it past him. Castellanos loses it, though. Castellanos loses it. Murphy gets the better of Castellanos. It's with Newcastle, guys. It's with Newcastle. Oh, yes. Stuart, you have seen them. You have seen them. Not everybody watches all my videos, so some of the guys are new or, don't tune in kind of regular, which is totally fine. But just if they want more detail, I have a full video so they can see those. It's with Somerville again. It's with Juff, who puts it in. Pope comes and takes it. Pope takes control. 7 minutes it's going to be. 7 minutes, says Damien, of added time. That's a lot. But there's been a lot of subs, though, to be fair. And Newcastle are going forward now. Newcastle are going forward. Willock has it. And he's bounced it off West Ham. And now he's telling the referee to F off, and Dan Byrne is telling him to shut his mouth. Oh, no! He wasn't telling the ref to F off. He was telling Bruno G to F off. Bruno G is kicking off at his own players now. I thought he was telling the referee to F off, but he wasn't. Willock was telling Bruno G to F off. Bruno G having a go. Dan Byrne was peacemaker there. Bruno G needs to cool himself down. Bruno G needs to cool himself right down. He's losing the plot here. You can't be doing that. Yes, it is end to end. Ball's run out of play. It's with Hermansen. Goal kick from Hermansen. Mia says Newcastle moved the ball so well, it's nice to watch. Yeah, wild there from Bruno G. Like, you're 3-1 up. You're 3-1 up in added time, and you're starting fights with your own players. Like, cop yourself on. Really and truly cop yourself on. Ridiculous. I'd like to change my opinion on Bruno G. I don't want him. You've tried to put it in, but bless him, he fell on his buttock when he was doing it. Tashi Castellanos has gone into the back of Bruno G. We're just waiting now. We're just waiting. Newcastle are trying to go forward again. Elanga's lost it. Fernandez has won it back off Elanga. And it's just, no, it's all right. Pablo, I thought he lost it, but he didn't. He sent it to Jared Bowen. It's back with Mavropanos, Fernandez, and out to Diouf. Diouf does keep it in play. Almost, but didn't. Tempers are fraying now on both sides. Tempers are fraying. There's a lot of frustration in the air, people. A lot of frustration. There's a lot of empty seats there now in the West Ham side of it that I don't think were empty when the match started. Yeah, Bruno G is a hothead. He is a hothead. I'm seeing he's a hothead. Pablo's won it back again. Pablo's been good since he's come on. It's with Somerville. He's trying to get in. Yeah, West Ham have got a free kick there. I think that's about right because there was a lot of pulling going on there. There was a lot of pulling going on there on Somerville as he was coming in. And then Murphy's pulling at him. And then who was that come in and just kicks at him? Bruno G just comes in and kicks his shin. He tries to kick the ball, but he kicks his shin. Yeah, I withdraw my comments about Bruno G. I don't want him. He's a bit too hot-headed. Castellanos is going to take this, I believe. Into the wall. Into the wall, and Pope has it. Into the wall, and Pope has it. Has Bruno G been booked yet? I don't believe so, because he wasn't booked for the Souček thing, which he should have been. They both should have had a card for that. No, Bruno G has not had a card, which I find incredible. He should have at least one yellow. He should have maybe been sent off at this point, but he should have at least had one yellow. The fact that Bruno G is not on a yellow is a bit insane, actually. Oh, loose pass by West Ham. Loose pass by West Ham. You are going for Jacob Murphy's flying forward, puts it in the box. Was that Wissa? No, it was Elanga. Absolutely skied it. Absolutely skied it. Yeah, no to Bruno. Yeah, no, I've decided I don't like Bruno G now. No, he's a bit too hot-headed for me, thank you very much. We don't need that. We don't need the big thing about Casemiro is he's very calm, he's very calculated, he's very good, but he's very calm and calculated. So that's Bruno G in the bin. Um, no, Mia, no, he wasn't right. He definitely wasn't right. You can't just punch someone. What Souček did was wrong, but what Bruno G did was wrong as well. You can't just punch someone because they did something you don't like. That's not how it works in the real world. So he was wrong as well. They were both wrong, I reckon. Um, Sam doesn't want to tempt fate. Fair, that's fair. It's going to be a Newcastle throw. The game's just sort of petering out now. The game's just sort of petering. It's sort of fizzling a little bit. Oh no, don't be sorry, Mia. Don't be sorry. You absolutely have your opinion, and it certainly doesn't have to be the same as mine. Never be sorry for expressing your opinion. Never, never be sorry for expressing your opinion. You're absolutely perfectly entitled to it, and it doesn't matter if it's different than mine. I'll just give you mine back. But no, never be sorry. Never feel that you can't give your opinion. There's plenty of people in here that have different opinions than me, so don't you worry about that. They're always more than welcome. Is that us? That's us. That's us. We're done. That's the end of it. 3-1. Newcastle win 3-1. I think that scoreline somewhat flatters them, but it won't matter because all that matters are the points. And Newcastle took the points. Our Flossie will be pleased. I think Voltemada needed that goal. You see the difference. As soon as Asula comes on for Wissa, Wissa's just not very good. But yeah, I thought, you know what? It won't matter because they haven't got anything out of it. But I thought West Ham equipped themselves well. They certainly put up a good fight. I just think Pope had a very good game. And I think that Newcastle were just far more clinical. Far more clinical. Will Asula is a real talent. Will Asula is a real talent. Thank you guys so much. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm off. I'm off to eat a kebab. I'm going to enjoy my evening, rest my voice, and eat a kebab. Tomorrow, what is happening in the world of football? Tomorrow, let us see. Football. What is happening in the world of football tomorrow? Tomorrow, we have a Premier League match. Arsenal and Burnley. Guys, I'm not doing a watch along for that. That is going to be dead as the doornail. That's going to be dead. I'll watch it, but I'm not doing a watch along. So back tomorrow at 12 and 7. 12 and 7 tomorrow, guys. Have a lovely evening. You're all wonderful. Thank you very much for being here. Special shout outs to Stuart, to Jay, to All Boxed Up, to Sam, and of course to our Moonshine. And yes, see you all tomorrow. Enjoy your evening, guys.